Another episode of the Blathering Live begins right here, right now. We're live. You might be watching later. If you're part of the Watch Later crew, leave a comment down below on YouTube or tell me on social media if you're listening on the podcast feed. People get to call in if they're channel members. We got some channel memberships gifted from our wonderful friend Kingsport Cal. 5 of you just got channel memberships. Want to use it to call in? Not sure what that is? Get in here. Get access to Yell at Me. Tonight on the show, we got some important science to get to. Is science hurting the San Francisco 49er football players? Dr. Addy will be here to either debunk or confirm. 49er general manager, uppity up, John Lynch, former NFL player, says, it's a nothing burger. But we've got the answers. It's Thursday, which means it's time for our sinful confessions. Did you commit a sin this week? Come on in here and confess your sin. And Steve and I and the audience will let you know if you're absolved of your sins, if you need to make up for it, you need to confess even more, need to ask for forgiveness. We'll take care of your soul. That's what we got going on today. Also, breaking news later in the afternoon. Pam Bondi fired as the United States Attorney General, the AG. Fired, shocked but not shocked. But also shocked. Is the cookie crumbling? Are the bricks being yanked out of the wall? We'll find that out today. Also, right up here up top, we might have some candidates to replace her. Some lawyers of ill repute that might actually be better. Regulars are here, like I said. Brady says, wouldn't it be fun to call in and confess that I was as sinful as Kingpin? Oh, yes. And whatever that is, that needs to happen. That needs to happen right now, Brady. Why are my colors off? That's weird. Technology. Producer Steve is here with us today, probably to keep the ship afloat today. Steve, I did it again. I started to take a nap at 4:25 and woke up about 4:47 and said, we got a show. So hi.
That's okay. You don't want to get into REM and get like too groggy afterwards. You know, they say like 25 minutes is like the perfect time for a little cat nap, so you don't kind of get too sleepy, too deep, so it's a good power nap.
I feel a little better, but I think maybe tonight, the other night I fell asleep at like 11:10, which is insanity to fall asleep that early for me. I'm a night owl, but just been running ragged. Steve, Kingsport Cow says, Ken seems low energy tonight. Yeah, I am. I don't feel good. I've been down and out physically for about 4 days, Steve. Do you ever, you're not as old as me yet, but you ever think like, wow, this thing that's going on, this could be the literal death of me. Whatever I'm feeling could be the end. Do you have those feelings of mortality when you feel a little weird?
Yeah, when my back hurts, picking kids up like out of the crib, like doing weird bending motions or just like weird picking up motions that you have to do with a small human. And then thinking, or I'm just going to have a heart attack from thinking that one of my small humans are going to like fall off a cliff or like down the stairs or something like that. And that get me, you know what I mean? Or hearing like a shriek in the other room because someone did something they're not supposed to. It was something like
that way. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think I'm dying yet, but I'm just,
I hope.
A lot of aches. A lot of little achy aches, but the flu hasn't come in, but it's like feels like the calm before the flu storm. That's kind of come and go. My neck's still effed up, but also I have a migraine that's been going. Maybe it's the end. Maybe it's the end for me, Steve. Maybe I should just take a nap.
It could be. Well, don't take that long of a nap. You could just be dehydrated. It sounds
too much sugar.
Like you're dehydrated. Yeah.
Could be. I mean, I drink a lot of water, but I think it's beyond that. I think I'm emotionally dehydrated.
Aren't we all?
Aren't we all indeed? We're not political experts around here, but Pam Bondi fired. Where I go with this, Steve, is this is slightly different from the first administration, where he kind of burned through a lot of his uppity ups and muckety mucks, but they were somewhat normal, which at the time didn't seem normal. Not all of them, to be clear. But the John Kellys and the Rex Tillersons, all those folks, I wouldn't say, well, Jeff Sessions, not really.
The adults in the room, huh?
Yeah, which again is giving them too much credit. Maybe not John Kelly, but again, you signed up, you made the deal with the devil, so I don't have a lot of sympathy for you.
Well, I think a lot of those guys were institutional loyalists, like John Kelly. I think a lot of those career military guys, they kind of saw themselves as stewards of the old rugged institutions that they were a part of, and thought that they had a role to play to the flag and all that kind of stuff. So
yes,
right.
Yes.
So I get it. But we're not. Now it's all just Fox News hosts and pretty blonde ladies, basically, that are running the government. So,
literally, that's not even a joke. That's what's so crazy this time around.
Yeah.
But the ship might be, I don't want to say sinking. I hope it's sinking, but of course, first we had Kristi Noem, and then we got Pam Bondi today, and now reports are saying Tulsi Gabbard could be next. I guess all women. So Trump. He's got a plan there, I guess. I don't think he's going to cut Hegseth until after the war. And Kash Patel, I saw someone today was like, they're not going to cut him. He's a useful idiot.
He's a useful idiot. Exactly. That's why I'm actually surprised they got rid of Bondi.
Why is that?
Because I didn't think that. I thought part of their whole card was that they were playing. Is that they were brushing off the Epstein smoke at this point. You know, they've started 2 wars, you know, wrapped one up in a week apparently, or just kidnapped a president. But like we're still at war with Iran. We're doing this whole thing. That's been the leading news stuff. The Epstein stuff, as crazy as it is, has not been the leading news story on the nightly news in months. And so that's why I thought it was kind of surprising that he got rid of her now, because it's we weren't talking. Like, we've been talking about Iran for 3 weeks. Like, and now we're back to why is he getting rid of Bondi? Like, what are we doing here? You're going to put in Todd Blanche, who's just another loyalist kind of guy. And let's not forget, Pam Bondi was the backup plan. Ken, remember the pick of the litter here was good old Matt Gaetz, and I don't know if there's going to be a job for him at the Shield of Americas. Like Pam Bondi might be like a attorney over there for someone.
Yeah. Has he announced that? Is she gonna join?
I don't know. I hope so. It would be so funny if the Shield of the Americas is just like the literal farm upstate for the administration. They just put all of them there.
I did forget a little bit of the Gates thing. Matt Gaetz, of course, wasn't going to get by because of the stuff around him, but also probably looked at the Epstein files and was like, it's a shame I'm not in here. Like, he just had that kind of energy. So I compiled a little list, Steve. There's a lot of paper. Compiled a list here of who I think the top 5 choices to be maybe in line to replace her.
Okay. Okay. Do you have like a little fanfare or like a little horn to hit after each of these?
Let's see what we got on here today.
Because I feel like that's what we need. I feel like we need just a little.
That?
Yeah, I like that. That's nice. That's whimsical.
All right. So do you have any options? I can share mine.
I have 3. Let's go back and forth. But you have 5, so we'll let you finish them off.
I start with number 5. Thomas Mera, Miracle on 34th Street. He prosecuted Santa. He went after Santa. He tried to prove Santa as crazy. That's
pretty good. He'd be
a top flight candidate.
Okay. Okay.
My 4th choice, and then we'll go to your next. Your first choice is the attorney, just the attorney from The Untouchables. He was Al Capone's lawyer.
Okay.
I think that would fit. I think that would fit. All right. That's your choice.
My list is a little bit different. My number 3 was Charlie Kelly, specializing in bird law.
That's that was choice,
my number 3.
I don't know. I think I'd run for office just to get in a position to confirm him. Bird law. You got to do bird law.
I mean, it's important, right?
Okay. All
right.
My number 3.
Your next one.
My number 3 choice. I've never seen the show, but it seems like he'd be perfect for it. Saul Goodman. Better Call Saul.
Okay. Yeah. He might be too good, though, is what I'd be worried about.
Okay.
He might be too good.
Too competent? Yeah. Okay. Can't do that. All right.
Yeah.
Your next choice?
Again, mine was our lists were very different. Lionel Hutz from The Simpsons.
So these are good
old candidates. Phil Hartman character.
Yes. Yes. Lionel Hutz would be great.
The smoking monkey, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a deep
that's
cut.
Great.
Brady doesn't remember that. I'm pretty sure that character was retired like 5 years before Brady was born. But
unfortunately, yeah. My number 2 choice, Two-Face.
Damn it.
Batman.
Oh, you got me. Harvey Dent. I mean, mine was the Harvey Dent version.
Okay.
But I guess
Well,
if yours is
that
the
counts.
Two-Face version, does that count? Is that like picking a player? It's like picking Shohei in fantasy. You get him on off. There's 2 versions of
You
Shohei
do.
in your fantasy league.
This year we had that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that, by the way, but we'll see.
What?
I don't know.
What? Oh, having 2 Shoheis?
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with 2 Shoheis. I don't know. We did it. We did it in the league this year. His pitching price far lower than his offensive price for obvious reasons. All right, so that was your number one choice.
That was my number 1. Yeah,
Harvey Dent. Well, how about this?
Yeah,
I've got Two-Face, Aaron Eckhart's version from the Nolan universe, and you could take the Tommy Lee Jones, Billy D. Williams version.
Yeah. Give me Billy D. Yeah, I'll take Billy D. Yeah, for sure.
Hard to root against Billy D.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, and then my number one choice, and I think Laserbolt, he got there. The devil himself. Al Pacino's John Milton from The Devil's Advocate.
That's such a good choice.
That's where I think I go.
Such a good choice. You know what though? Honestly, that wouldn't be bad. Like as a lawyer, like that'd be wouldn't you want the? Honest to God, I mean, this is ironic. Yeah. Would you take that character specifically as your defense attorney to like bail you out of something that you did if you really honestly didn't think you did it, or even if you
Donald J. Trump? Yeah.
Not against him, anybody. I'll take him against Cochran. I don't care. Like, give me.
You would willingly work with the devil.
Yes, in the court of law, in the corrupt justice system that is the United States government, absolutely.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Some other choices.
I want to win, baby. I don't want to go to jail.
Are Kim Kardashian? Did she finish law school? I know she was going there.
Oh, that's a good point. I don't know. I don't think
she.
I didn't think she did. I didn't think she ever.
That might be a good choice. That might, because Trump would be, he'd be all in that. He'd break the Bob Loblaw for narcolepsy. I think that's a great choice.
That's.
And then
did Kim K pass the bar? She has not passed the bar yet. As of late 2025. Yeah.
Okay. So Vulcan. Was it Kaffe, or how do you say his name? Kaffe. It's with a K, right? From Fugue. This is Tom Cruise's character.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That was possibly on my list there.
He'd get chewed up quick. And this administration, come on.
Yeah. Laserbolt says Satan has a perfect skill set for this. Kingsport Cow's quoting him. Vanity, Kevin. Definitely my favorite sin. He's got a great ass. Different film. Ing Via says Ally McBeal. I mean, why we got to do Ally wrong that way? Do we think Ally McBeal? Did you watch Ally McBeal? I did. I watched every episode of Ally McBeal.
I did not. Well, I mean, I'm familiar with Ally McBeal. I know that I get it. Like I've seen some of it. I was just not a front to back watcher of Ally McBeal. Okay. Seen a few episodes.
I did.
It was just one of those.
I was all in on the dancing baby. I was all in on it. Yeah, but I don't think she would have got on to be GOP. I don't think she would have done that. But anyways, there we go. That's my list. So we wish you well, Pam Bondi. We wish you well. Do you think? I asked this question almost too much sincerity and too much seriousness. What do you make of these recent firings, the Noam into the Bondi, into possibly Gabbard, into possibly others? What do you make of it as a Beltway expert that you are living out there?
I mean, it's a sake of change. I think he has strategists, people like Stephen Miller, the inner circle folks that aren't going to get fired unless they like turn on him.
Yeah.
Just telling him, hey, the sentiment with all they care about is making sure that 37% of the country that they just have an absolute stranglehold over does not take the hood off figuratively, you know what I mean, or figure out what the hell's going on, you know what I mean, open their eyes and realize that they're getting kind of taken. So I think between how really unpopular, the stuff with the Epstein files was, as far as like all that bubbling up before the war stuff started, and now how unpopular the war is. And now, again, I've been trying frantically for the last 20 minutes to talk about before the show. I was, for the last 20 minutes, chasing a story down that I saw a post about, where apparently today there was a huge bet on Polymarket about boots on the ground before Sunday, before Easter. And so something like close to $1 million. So again, I can't verify that. I saw the thing and I've been looking for it to see if I could actually verify if that happened. But like, there was a lot of talk about this. And so after the speech last night, who the hell knows? So I think the firings are just like a last ditch effort to make sure, hey, over here, look, there you can do some kind of accountability. But with Gnome, they didn't throw her under the bus the same way I think they're going with Bondi. Like they're calling this a firing. With Gnome, it was a
right. It was
oh
a
hey
transfer.
you go right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah. Yeah. It's to me a sign of a little bit of panic because it's not like I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's like he feels she did him wrong, which she still was trying to hide.
I was gonna say, what did she, in his eyes, what did she do wrong?
I think just probably didn't burn the files in every copy of them. I don't know, or change them. I don't know. That's what I think. I think my big question, and this is what I would go on Polymarket for. Do we think Pam Bondi will roll on him?
No.
Do we think she'll be like, all right, I was hiding. Here's the things.
I don't think so, because we haven't really seen a ton of that from the folks that leave. I mean, Bolton kind of, because he felt like he got screwed. I mean, MTG was never really in the inner circle as a representative, you know?
Yeah,
and some of these guys come back. Like they burned bridges with Bannon, they burned bridges with Musk, and they came right back. So I really don't know, man. Like it's so hard to. Yeah.
I think MTG is kind of what I would think that Bondi would do. Did she go on a podcast talk show circuit and say just spill some beans and go around?
I think
it?
So.
I think so because of what you're talking about. Because she was fired, she's not shipped off to the Avengers of the GOP. She's not like Gnome. And Gnome's got more things to deal with this week with all the family drama going on.
Right.
So, that's a different category. Bondi's just, I could see that.
The only reason why I think I disagree with you, Ken, is because she goes way back with Trump in the Palm Beach. Like she's a Palm Beach loyalist in that sense. Like came up in Florida. She was part of this original refusing to investigate Epstein. And then the whole, GOP money donations for stuff, like all that. You know what I mean? So she knows where a lot of bodies are buried.
I think that's why she's like, you did this to me. This is Count Dooku looking at Palpatine before he tells Anakin to do it.
She was just outside the Supreme Court yesterday saying we should get rid of birthright citizenship for him. Like this is crazy.
Yeah. You're our betting expert here. What's the betting on him that he actually shit himself in the Supreme Court yesterday? 50 witnesses came forward.
What
is the article I kind of read while sleeping? I will admit. There was some actual witness descriptions of stale feces and spoiled roast beef. That's the one common denominator in anyone who has been around him. We're talking about the president when he is defecated into his trousers. Stale roast beef, spoiled roast beef comes up a lot, Steve. And I already did not like roast beef as a sandwich option. I will never have it again. I will never have it again.
Yeah, no thanks. He's stinky. You hear that a lot from like everyone. That really is like people that even say good things about him are like, he's an old guy, so he's losing control of some things. But I think, look, man, at that speech was it last night? I'm already forgetting how far. Like,
it was last night. I didn't even watch it. So what did you take?
Dude, anyone? I mean, I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong. Biden. We were weekend at Bernieing Biden for a good last 8 months there, but this was bad last night. Like this was he didn't even have like the Trump energy of like I'm gonna fake.
Yeah, he's fading. You know what I mean? He's fading like me on this show. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you're at least like you're faking it even better than that. Like, you know what I mean? Like you at least are giving like me like a good like comedy, like a radio laugh. But he couldn't even do that. Like his energy was low. Like the lines weren't hitting. He just seemed very rehearsed, which is so not him. You know what I mean? Like he's not able to kind of give off his magic if he can't do the weave, so to speak, which is just, having old person ramblings. But he has to kind of go improv in order to kind of do his thing. So
Yep. Imagine if he ate vegetables. Okay, Detective McCarcel didn't help me here. I mean, he doesn't eat anything but meat and cheese. Of course, smells like that. Okay, now that's a bridge too far for me.
That's
Why?
good science.
Okay, why are the comments blue?
I don't know.
Why
I
are
noticed
they
that too.
blue?
Why is everything blue?
It's not. I've got the right color set here. It's.
I did. You know what, Ken? I think we're in a weird studio because I think when I came in originally, I think I might know why. I think
Why?
because we're in a different studio. I think we're in a different studio. I don't see all your like scenes and stuff. I think that's what it is.
Maybe.
I think that's what it is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. I could change all this stuff. I don't know. This is the kind of day I'm having. I yelled so loud. I yelled so loud at my computer that I strained my neck. What a day.
Dear.
What a day. I have tech anger issues. What is it about tech that brings out anger, Steve?
I think the fact that we pay so much money for it, and
that's it.
I think that's a big part of it. Yeah.
Oh, Hexeth fired the Army Chief of Staff too. I missed that. Oh wow.
I heard that was being discussed. I didn't know he actually pulled the trigger on that. That's okay.
Yeah. It's parody. It's beyond parody at this point, huh? I mean, it has been for a while.
So would you?
But it just keeps getting crazy.
I was gonna say you said you didn't watch the speech last night, but I was gonna say I wanted to ask really what your impression was if you'd seen any of the reports or anything from it. But like, do you think that was we won the war in Iran, or we're gonna win it in 2 weeks thing? Like, is this gonna get worse, or as you think he's trying to weasel his way out?
I hope he's trying to weasel his way out. I have no problem with him trying to weasel the way out because I was a little freaked out by people in Poland, the Polish, I think it was Polish leaders, and people in the UN were kind of like prepping the rest of NATO and Europe for what they felt was an impending nuclear strike. Like for them to have that kind of information and to kind of just float it out there, like, hey, this might get worse. Like that freaked me out a little bit. That freaked me out because I just think he would. I just think they would. Hesketh would because he thinks that's going to bring about Jesus. So that's going to bring about the rapture and the tribulation and Armageddon, which is something that happens after the 1,000-year reign of Jesus on earth when he comes back. I think that's what freaked me out. So if Trump thinks if it's time to weasel out, I hope he weasels out.
Right. No, I think the best case scenario for everyone at this point is that we tuck our tail and go home, and hope to God that we can repair our geopolitical relationships with allies that all told us to pound sand when we asked them to use their air bases and everything. I think the whole threatening NATO and everything is just crazy. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like we passed a law saying we couldn't the president can't pull out of NATO, and here he is just talking about pulling out of NATO and saying like none of that matters. So I wish that the opposition party would hold their colleagues to the fire on where's all the party of accountability and all this bullshit. Like what are we doing here? But
yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna...
that'd be nice. Kingsburg, how didn't Trump say some shit like he wanted other countries to finish what he started? Kind of gathering that too as well. Same with the Strait of Hormuz stuff. All right, there's our talk there's a look at geopolitical stuff. A man who's half asleep and a Beltway insider, producer Steve there. But that's kind of where the news is this week. We got science coming up here in about 5 minutes. We are going to figure out the tale of the San Francisco 49er players and some of their fans, maybe. I was just reading the article today, but I was reading more John Lynch saying, nah. But they believe that some electromagnetic stations, some power stations near the stadium, Levi Stadium, hurting their players. Steve, did you watch the documentary I sent you about Philadelphia's Veterans Stadium and how it killed its players?
I did. I got a chance to watch a bit of it. I didn't watch all of it, but I watched quite a bit of it. I think, I mean, I'm an Eagles fan, so I'm very familiar with Veterans Stadium.
Yep.
Ruining people's dreams. It was my childhood. But I wasn't aware, at least to that degree. I had heard of the stories of it, but I wasn't aware to the degree that the stadium itself was essentially nothing but toxic bullshit. All right,
it's the bottom of the hour. Talk a little bit about that. We got confessions here. So if you got a confession, call in, become a channel member. You can do it in chat as well, but call in and let us know in the private chat that you want to confess, and we'll see what What's we got? Jared, the Tide Pilot, has a confession as well. He says he has a game. I don't remember Jared's game. It's been that. Jared, I know you said send me something. I don't remember. I've had just. I literally feel as though I might be dying, Steve.
I don't. Feel
like slowly.
Does anything hurt, like, generally? Does anything
everything.
Other than the neck?
I can't turn my neck. See, that's as far as I can turn my neck. But also, I'm having this migraine I've had for 20 years. So it's not like I would have died by this already, I think. So last night I could barely think or move. And I just, every part of my body feels achy, but I can't stop. Won't stop working. Is this how capitalism kills, Steve?
It sounds like. I mean, I'm not quite. Again, I haven't been grinding away in the system for that long. I've only been employed for, I don't know, like almost 20 years at this point. I'm not quite into the the throes of just being completely used up and spat out. But I'm getting there. The kids, I think, are accelerating that. I found the second ever gray hair in my beard, so I've always had one here for a long time. I found one in my mustache the other day, so that was
get ready,
crisis,
brace for impact. It's fun. Look, this is good. This beard's good. No, it's a bushy beard. All right, should we do science? Let's do science. We've got some great photos here. We got stuff. Dr. Addie really put a lot of work into this, as she always does, and I'm excited to get to it here. So let's bring in Dr. Addie. Professor Addie, our resident professor of smart things, is here for some science. We got 5, 6 slides. Ooh, this is going to be good. Addie, how are you?
I totally have been paying attention and don't need to put my book away.
Oh, good. Lovely.
To be fair, Ken, we are all slowly dying. That is part of being a human.
Yeah, no, but couldn't it speed up? Am I speeding it up?
Oh, well, you could be, but
you could be. Yeah. I mean, I think there's a 95% chance that you are just run down and need rest, and not just water. Hydration is also electrolytes, so make sure you're getting your electrolytes.
I am. I have addiction to electrolytes. That's probably hurting me too. The sugar in those drinks, huh?
And then I think there's probably like a 2% chance that you're actually dying. So,
ooh, that's a good number.
Odds are in your favor.
If I could push it up to 5, I'd feel better. I feel a little better. I get that.
If you could push it up to that there's a 5% chance that you're dying, that's
easy.
Worse.
Go to 7-Eleven, get a pack of Marlboro Reds, and just rip like 10 cigarettes before you come back in the studio.
Like Jim Leland. Like, I've lost 6 viewers in the last few minutes. They're like, you are tired and boring tonight. But it's not boring science. Dr. Addie, first of all, we're heading towards the moon, or around the moon. How did you enjoy that launch yesterday, Dr. Addie?
To be perfectly honest, I didn't watch it, although I've seen several cool videos since then of people watching it from various interesting locations.
The airplane one was my favorite.
The airplane was incredible.
The airplane ones were incredible. I saw 2 of those. I saw one from somebody watching it at Disney World.
Ooh.
And so, and I've seen a lot of posts that are very, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm shouting. I'll stop. I've seen a lot of posts that have been pointing out that, like, women who watched this launch with their daughter and realized that, like, they'd never seen a woman go to the moon either. So, like, it's not like just their daughter getting to witness this, but them getting to witness it as well. Because as a reminder, female astronauts were not allowed in NASA until 1978, and we stopped going to the moon in 1972.
Right.
So
yeah,
I also heard a report that the toilet on the rocket stopped working.
I haven't heard anything.
The toilet?
Yeah, and it's the only one they have.
Wow. Yeah, I saw they did a tour of the toilet on the Today Show. They did the whole thing where, like, the Today Show hosts, like, get in they're like, oh, hey, we're gonna tour like a version of the capsule. Yeah. Well, they didn't use it, but they had Craig like
it looks terrible.
It doesn't look fun.
It looks like a toilet in like a camper.
And
one
let's
of
clarify,
campers
going around the moon. They're not going to the moon. They're going around
They're going around it, right? Okay.
Yeah,
I thought I
they're
saw.
not, they're not, yeah, they're not, they're,
My dad called me today and said, we're going to the moon. I said, we're going around the moon. He said, wait, we're not landing on the moon? I was like, no. He's like, what do you mean? I was watching the news, and my dad, we talked about my dad before. He says, they said we're going to the moon. I'm like, this is why language is important, Pop. We're going around the moon. We're not landing.
I think it was a case of bad advertising. I thought we were going to the moon till this morning.
Yeah, exactly. Also,
I told you in science 2 weeks ago we weren't going to the moon.
Yeah, but I think the general public thinks we're landing and setting up a McDonald's up there. I think everyone I've talked to, everyone
heard moon base and went bonkers. Yeah. No, but I just want to say the camera, like the not the camera, like the broadcast of it was horrible. Like, we're going to the moon, like that's like one of the most expensive things probably ever built when you think about it, right? That rocket and the capsule and everything going into space. And we have these multi-billion-dollar media companies all sitting there, like pointing cameras at the ship, and the whole launch was like, ask anyone. It was like it was horrible. You couldn't see jack shit. Like the camera cut out. It went to black a bunch. They had to like keep going like back and forth on a bunch of different camera angles. If you had watched the YouTube live stream of the NASA thing, it was probably the best view of all of it. But I was watching on NBC with like Tom Lamas and all those guys, and it was awful. It was it was terrible.
I'll tell you what. We need to hire Twitch streamers. They know how to do this stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
crusty old network news guys, they're not sure what a Twitchy do is. Oh, we're gonna be on the live streams like that. That's still that attitude.
I heard Twitch Al Roker just like going like excited and stuff, but I couldn't see anything because the camera just kept cutting out. And then they're still using like the little number countdowns are still like the font that you have on like a VHS tape from like the 70s, where it's just like that weird blocky little. I'm like. We're still.
That's something.
What are we doing? Why is that still a thing? Anyway, sorry.
I don't know. All right, Addie, science. Let's do this. I'm excited for this one.
Well, I mean, we've been talking about science. We're just going to talk about different science. So this was brought up in the Discord originally. Shout out to I believe it was Jonathan Peck who posted the story in the Discord about John Lynch. Hiring and paying experts for their opinion on this. For the record, Johnny, I would have told you this for free. But anyway,
they could have hired you.
Let's go with the first slide, boys.
All righty.
Are our stadiums harming players? This is the question we ask ourselves.
Is a fair question. Yeah.
So let's start with Levi Stadium. So if we go to the second slide, the question here has been there is a giant internet conspiracy theory that the electrical substation that's circled on the map there, very, very close to Levi Stadium, is somehow giving off vapors. I don't know.
Bad vapors.
That are harming the San Francisco 49er players. And that is why they suck. Which, if that's the case, I want to know where the electrical substation is next to Tropicana Field. Anyway.
Probably underneath it. Probably in the clubhouse. Steve, do we know how many, you might not know offhand, how many big-time 49er players went down with injuries last year? Maybe we can look that up.
How big is the roster, Ken? Is it a 52-man roster?
52-man roster.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the over-under at 31.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was bad. It was a MASH unit out there.
It was.
But I can get that number for you.
Okay, we'll get that number. Addie, so we're out here at the electrical substation right next to the stadium.
Right. So how familiar are either of you with the idea of electromagnetic radiation?
I mean, I don't know if I'm familiar with it, but I was always told don't live near power lines. Okay.
As a kid, were you ever told not to stand in front of the microwave?
All the time, because my first microwave was in 1982. Okay. Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, we all remember a few years ago the conspiracy theory that 5G was going to fry all of our brains.
Oh, I've had some family members tell me it has.
Okay. So, the meat of this conspiracy theory lies in the idea that there's an electromagnetic field given off by electrical substations, by your microwave, by all of that. But what we have to remember is that things like that are what we scientists term non-ionizing radiation. So let's go to the fancy graphic.
Okay. Non-ionizing radiation.
So this is the electromagnetic spectrum. Radiation comes in a variety of different forms, and we classify it two different ways. We can classify it by its wavelength. That's how long the wave is.
Mm-hmm.
The longer the wave is, the less dangerous to humans it is.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I like that. You get that, Steve?
Yeah, something about protozoans and this being.
Yeah.
I think Addie just told me I'm on the spectrum.
Yeah, you
I don't know.
You are. Okay, this makes sense.
We
I like
we also can classify it by frequency, which is something, Ken, that you're probably very familiar with, because that is literally the number that you're dialing your radio to for your AM and your FM stations.
What's the frequency, Kath?
Frequency of the wave being given off by the tower to pick up your radio station.
Love it. Love it.
So,
95.3.
Non-ionizing radiation is also low frequency radiation.
I just thought about this. Yeah, I thought about this. How many radio stations' identities are formed off their frequency? So I was K-Bar 95.
All of them.
It's all formed off of science. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, the
Rock
numbers mean
101.
something.
Yeah.
They're not just a random number in your radio. They actually, like, that number means something. That is the frequency of the wave that you are picking up.
What's the frequency again? All right. Okay. So I cut you off. You were getting to the honeybee.
So the longest waves that we have are radio waves. Radio waves are what you pick up in your car, what your TV antenna picks up. That's broadcast signals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you have microwaves. So microwaves, also long, not dangerous. Stand in front of your microwave all you want. Then you have infrared. Now, radio waves also shortwave radio waves also what like Wi-Fi and your cell signal is. So also dangerous. Infrared, that's going to be your night vision. That's going to be the little red dot at the end of your remote control that controls your television and whatnot. Also not dangerous. Then we have the visible spectrum. Visible spectrum, very important right there in the middle. It is actually not, this is not equal parted by any mean stretch of the imagination. Radio takes up a lot. Visible, very small slither. But visible, quite frankly, the most important slither to us as humans, that's what we can see. So visible light is all the colors you can see.
Now, why does it say 0.5 times 10 to the negative 6?
So it is talking about the wavelength in meters. So visible light is really in it's 400 to 700 nanometers.
Okay.
But visible light is also very important because that is the end of light that is not dangerous to humans, of radiation that is not dangerous to humans.
God.
Everything that is visible or longer, not dangerous to us.
Okay.
And that's everything that substation's giving off, because everything visible and longer, non-ionizing radiation.
Okay. So radio, microwave, infrared. Okay.
Once you start getting into ultraviolet, that's what the sun gives off. Causes skin cancer.
Steve, I told you wear your sunscreen.
Yeah, floppy hats.
You get into X-rays. Okay, in small amounts. That's why it's okay for them to give you X-rays at the dentist and at the hospital and everything. But they will that's why the X-ray techs don't stay in the room with you.
Always made me suspicious. Always never liked that as a kid.
And then, of course, gamma rays are how you make hulks. Very dangerous.
And see look at the tiny little waves. Okay.
Tiny little waves.
Okay.
So the smaller the wave is, the more it can get through. So everything, there's infinitesimal gaps between atoms and molecules that make up things. So the smaller the wave is, the more it can get through the cracks. Think about like water getting through a porous surface. Like it can find the tiniest spaces to get through, flood your basement.
Yep.
The smaller the wave is, the more things it can penetrate, which is why gamma radiation is the most dangerous, because it's tiny and it can get through everything. It can get through atomic nuclei, and that really mess you up.
Yeah. Okay.
So all of this is to say, if you have any basic understanding of the electromagnetic spectrum, low frequency radiation is not going to hurt you. The electrical substation next to Levi Stadium is not the reason all these guys who get hit for a living got injured last year.
We proved it, Steve. We proved it right here.
We've proved something. I mean, I can tell you 21 49ers were out for more than 3 games last year.
21 49ers.
So if we want to pause there, we can talk about this before we talk about bets.
So, Steve, all similar injuries? Or very,
Jesus Christ.
I just didn't have the information there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a HIPAA thing, Ken. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
As Brady just pointed out in chat, it's almost like football causes injuries.
Almost.
Right.
Almost. They say Cam Scatterbo has had like 100 concussions since 2015.
They're not real, Ken. He said that them and allergies. He also said allergies aren't real either. Just get over it. Just sneeze. Okay. Just get it. Okay. Just blow your nose.
God bless him. Okay. Yes, Dr. Addy.
Okay. So that's the good news. Do we want to talk about the terrifying one?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it right here.
Okay. So Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, which was home of both the Philadelphia Eagles and the Philadelphia Phillies.
Go Birds.
Had AstroTurf. Monsanto AstroTurf, invented in the 19-something and others, so that you didn't have to keep your grass alive in stadiums. It was all weather.
God
made
bless
of
the Astros.
nylon.
Yeah.
It was a miracle. It was a miracle chemical, like so many miracle chemicals before it. And you know what it turns out that all of those miracle chemicals have in common?
What? Killing us.
If I say the word forever chemicals to you, do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
No. Sounds really romantic though.
Yeah, it does. Sounds like a K commercial. Get the Forever Chemical bracelet this holiday season from K.
With Forever Chemicals.
So Forever Chemicals, in my world, go by another name.
Death.
And that name is PFAS.
PFAS?
What'd you just call me?
PFAS.
PFAS.
Which stands for poly or per fluoral alkyl substances.
Oh, thank God they came up with that nickname.
Do we have to, do these scientific names have to, okay, I'm writing this down for my next thing. Why are scientific names so absolutely fucking ridiculous? Like, why can't we just use regular goddamn language so we all know what the hell we're talking about? We'll get to this another time, Maddie.
Professor.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I hate to break it to you, Steve, but that is regular language, and all of those.
No, we need to do better. We need to do better. We need to shorten.
What are you
things
envisioning?
Up.
What are you envisioning, Steve?
That's what we have acronyms for, like PFAS.
PFAS All Stars. I like this.
Just
what do you want to?
If the word that you're thinking of or coming up with when you're making your thing or inventing a new, if it's more than 10 letters, you better have a damn good explanation for it, and it better be really easy. Like it's like a football play, right? As you're saying it, I should kind of know what it is as I'm saying it. You know what I mean? Right? Yeah. No.
Steve, when I say that word, I do know what that is.
We need
syllables that I just said tells me something about the structure of the molecule. That's not a name I made up. We have a system. We have a systematic way of naming things based on
standards need to be lower. That's all I'm saying. I'm asking for lower standards.
Steve wants to be names like crinkly dinkly chemicals or zippity zoo zoos or something. You want sounds. Steve wants sounds.
Right. Yes.
That's why we let you call them forever chemicals.
Forever chemicals. That works.
Okay, fair.
Steve, I understand where I come from. Where you're coming. I have problems with people who use $2 words.
Right.
You know what I mean?
$2, dude. Science is like $17 words. Like $2 words is like,
but that's
is
almost
writers and
expected.
stuff. You know?
If I show up to a science convention, I want $17 words. It's people in conversation. You know.
Don't get me wrong. This is.
Are you feeling jovial today?
Thing.
Just ask if I'm happy.
Right. Yes. Sure. Yeah. No.
We ain't got
I don't
time
want to go to
jovial.
like a slam poetry convention.
Yeah.
That's not exactly what I'm asking for. But
Mm-hmm.
it's I'm just being vulnerable here. I'm ignorant. The scientists, they make me feel dumb. Okay. So all the big words, they make me feel dumb. I don't like hearing
Addie's not
all,
making you feel dumb. Addie's not making you feel dumb. All right. Carry on, Addie. Carry on. We're gonna find out why this death happened because it's tragic.
So the most famous example of PFAS, but it's in everything, is going to be Teflon.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, forever chemicals are what happens when Teflon starts to break down.
Right.
And Teflon was a miracle chemical that we came up with in the 1940s, and we put it in everything. And I do mean everything. Next slide.
Yeah, it's a miracle. Look at that, PFAS All-Stars.
It's in firefighting foams. It's coating the inside of your microwave popcorn bag.
Still?
Ooh.
Probably not
that
still.
Shit tastes so good.
It's all of your water-resistant coating, all of your stain-resistant khakis, all of your stain-resistant upholstery on your sofa and on your recliner. It was in paint. It was
stain-resistant khakis?
Yeah, by the way, anyone in my audience is wearing stain-resistant khakis. Take your virgin ass out of here.
Well, that just means the MBAs are all going to go first, Ken. Like the like the rest of us, the arts people are still going to be here, but they're going to take the MBAs first. Sorry,
okay.
Go ahead.
Continue. Pesticides.
It's in your personal care products. It's in Now, pesticides maybe not a problem because we want that shit to kill things.
Sure.
They used it in photography. They used it in all of your nonstick cookware. Now, to be clear, you do not need to throw out your Teflon pots and pans. I've looked into this.
Okay.
Because I have nonstick cookware still.
Yeah, so do I. Because I can't do the other kind. The other kinds piss me off. I have
it
to
is
scrape
only
for hours.
problematic once it is scratched.
Oh shit! I'm dead.
Just as soon as you use a metal utensil.
Yeah,
if you scratch your nonstick cookware. That is when it gets released.
Oh,
Ken was absolutely flipping those chicken wings in his Teflon pan.
This is why I feel bad. 100%. This is why I feel bad.
But if you ask me, the scariest one of these, last slide.
Which one? Sorry.
The final one.
She said last slide, Steve.
I thought you were doing this.
Yeah,
it's all of your fast food packaging.
Steve.
They got the cookies?
They got the
it's the bags. It's the bags.
That waxy coating that was on everything so the food didn't stick to it.
Oh no. The Happy Meal French fry bags. No.
Do they still do this?
No, they actually don't. They don't give them the kids' Happy Meal French fries are like little cardboard thingies. It's actually adorable. They look like toys.
But the problem, gentlemen, as Detective McCarcel pointed out to trying to assuage Cal about his microwave popcorn eating, it's too late. We all ate this stuff.
Oh yeah, grew up on this.
We all bought these products. We all grew up with them. We are all loaded with PFAS, and they are dangerous. They are carcinogens. The PFAS in the nylon astroturf has been linked to the brain cancer deaths of 6 Philadelphia Phillies.
Tug McGraw, Darren Dalton. Not
and
good,
that is
Steve.
likely due to, and I'm going to preface what I'm about to say with I have absolutely no scientific proof of the statement I'm about to say, except for I study chemicals in the environment like this. I do not study PFAS, and I understand their mode of operation, so I have a pretty good idea of what happened.
Okay.
And why it's the baseball players and not the football players.
Good point.
Most of these chemicals, like the chemicals I study, are more likely to leach out of the systems that they are in during the summer than they are the winter. They are more likely to leach out of the systems they are in when it is warm than when it is cold.
Okay.
Summer being a baseball season. And then additionally, baseball players play more games than football players do.
I was gonna say the amount of games is the biggest thing. Like there's so many, there's 80 whatever games that you're playing at home versus
but it's also going to be
6 to 8 football games. Or whatever
You're not the exposure level during those games is going to be higher than it is going to be during football season just by virtue of the temperature outside.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But then to be fair, football players are like literally getting in the dirt, you know, and all that kind of stuff more than the baseball player. If you're in left field, you're just kind of standing there. But unless you're diving and stuff, I guess. But yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
It's not that you're eating the grass; you're inhaling it, Steve. It's literally it's literally becoming a gas off of the field
Steve.
that you're just standing in left field for 3 hours inhaling.
Yeah. So that left fielder, if he's tall, it's worse than a center eating that plastic grass. Okay. All right.
So I say all of this though, and if you would like to learn more about PFAS, not to send people to other places on the internet besides this show, but a couple years ago, John Oliver did a fantastic full story on forever chemicals. I show it in my classes when I teach about forever chemicals because it's really well done, like a lot of his stuff is, because he has money and he can pay people to do things.
Don't get Steve started.
But I have been studying chemicals in the environment that are most likely killing us.
Right. So we got to give you more money.
For over, like, we are almost 15 years. Let's just say 15 years.
We got 15 years left to live?
No. I have been studying chemicals in the environment that are slowly killing all of us for 15 years.
Okay. So,
and
what do we do?
I say that because this stuff has always been here.
Right.
It has already happened. There is no need to panic because there's nothing to be done. Your exposure has already happened. So worrying about it is not going to help.
So does it evaporate within ourselves over time?
No.
Where do we?
Yeah,
Steve,
and so
what are we gonna do?
Well, here's the thing. The thing that's sad for me is I know that this is even passed on with with kids and stuff because this is let's just say, Ken, this is in literally when I say everything, Ken, it is in everything. Okay,
I get you.
So so
I transferred
even
some PFASs. Yeah, I got you.
But it's not even that, Steve. A lot of these things they go from the mother through the placenta to babies when they're pregnant.
No, I get it. But I'm just saying, like, the idea of, even though it's going to take a very, very long time for us to get this out of our system, so to speak, from a species standpoint.
I should also, I just also want to put out there.
Doesn't bloodletting fix this? Didn't they say bloodletting? Aren't we back to bloodletting? I'm pretty sure that's a thing. I think the billionaires. No, Ken, I'm serious. I think the billionaires are bloodletting to get rid of the microplastics.
But it's not even. This isn't microplastics, though, Steve. Microplastics is something else. The chemicals I study are something else. The chemicals I used to study are something else.
See, this is the other thing. You guys got to put this under a bigger tent. This
you all got to team up here. We need an Avengers of science.
PFAS are just the shiny ones that everyone talks about. They're new and they're shiny and they're everywhere. There is no half-life on this. The only half-life is to get rid of them entirely and not continue our exposure. Most of these chemicals, you have something called bioaccumulation and biomagnification, that as you eat up the food chain, you take on the load of the thing you ate.
There's always a bigger fish, Ken.
Always a bigger
fish. Like, if I eat a cow that has PFAS, I get their PFAS.
Giggity. Yeah. So there's nothing we can do.
No.
Nothing we can take.
Get your screenings. Be on top of your health.
Bloodletting.
Make good choices where you can.
Yes.
We're gonna have a bloodletting tent at BlatherCon. You know
That's
how
right.
you like give blood at different things? It's
You
like a
lose
charity
blood.
thing, and they give you orange juice and a big cookie. We're just gonna have a tank with leeches.
Yeah.
I actually know a guy. I know a leech guy.
Let's do it. Kingsport Cal works in plastics, particularly PVC's afraid of microplastics. And everybody. Well, look, they this week they determined that microplastics were on the gloves of scientists. We got nothing to worry about, right? That's what I read.
Can
We got
I?
nothing to worry about.
Ship sailed, Cal.
I don't know if this will make anyone in the audience feel better.
I don't think you're doing a lot of that tonight.
I don't think you're doing a lot of that.
My whole attitude since learning about this stuff is just sort of, I know how I'm going.
Yeah. Well, my attitude is I should pick up smoking again. That's what my attitude is. It's like, why did I stop smoking?
Yeah. Drink up.
Yeah. I mean, I study this stuff. So I am probably exposed more than other people to some of I've just sort of come to terms with the fact that like one day it's probably going to be cancer, and that's probably going to be what kills me.
Listen, my pappy lived to be like 96 years old, and that dude smoked a cigar every damn day, or had like pipe tobacco or whatever, and he made it, and he seemed to do just fine. So
Grandpappy Steve,
Kissinger left to 100.
My grandfather's 99.
Fill yourself up with hate.
My grandfather's 99 and used to mix paint and inks for a living, so I'm sure he's had all sorts of chemical exposures.
Okay.
Maybe it is like a Marvel movie though, and if you are exposed to enough of it, it just makes you stronger.
Yeah, maybe we're looking at this all wrong. That's where I'm going.
We're all going to turn into Gumby.
Yeah, we're all going to be that. All right, so let's land this plane, Addie. What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
So, in the short term, electromagnetic radiation not going to kill you.
Okay.
In the long term, forever chemicals in all of their different forms probably already have.
We're already dead. We're dead men walking. So you know what that means, Steve? Here's the lesson.
Drink and fuck.
Drink and fuck. Addie said it right there. But this is the lesson. What are we all worried about? Time is ticking. So take that chance. Ask that person out. Go apply for that job you want. Take that trip. Brady, get over to another country and knock some boots off. So I think, Addie, your science tonight, other than being informative, a little scary, I think is inspirational. That's what I take from this. Steve, you?
Little scary, but Addie didn't tell us anything necessarily that I don't think, Bill Nye hasn't like warned us about his kids in the 90s about like plastics and all these weird things.
No one listened.
But then knowing that it's like this permeated into our lives, and it's never
probably
nice
in this
hearing.
Class I'm drinking from.
Right. It's never good to hear from someone as smart as Addie, like, there's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? I'm like, Addie is Leonardo DiCaprio in Don't Look Up. Right. And it's just like, no, it's going to hit us. Like, there's nothing.
Does this make you or me Jennifer Lawrence?
You know what? You're not having a great day, Ken, so you can be Jennifer Lawrence. How's that? I'll be
Thank you.
Jonah Hill. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that.
In short of being accused of being nihilistic, part of my reason that my belief that there's nothing to be done is that the federal government wants to do nothing.
So
time and place.
Even the world government, like, there's not a lot to be done at this point because the damage has already been done. The best thing that we could possibly do, which would require a complete overhaul of all the systems of the world, would be to become proactive instead of reactive to these things. I don't know if you all are aware of this, but the United States Environmental Protection Agency has no power to regulate chemicals until they are on the market and we prove that they are bad.
I think I have heard that. Yeah. Okay.
It seems counterintuitive.
So, all right,
unlike the FDA, where you got to prove it's safe before you can feed it to people.
Yeah, well, that'll be wiped away. Thank God. RFK, Maha. Addie, I'm gonna land this here.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna land this right here. What does this do to your dating pursuits? Does this inspire you to sign up on dating apps?
I told you there's gonna be an update, but I'm not saying anything until anything happens.
Steve, that sounds like a wonderful tease for a future episode.
That's because
It
Steve
sounds
knows
like
things.
it's. I'm not at liberty to say. I've already
Steve keeps things from me.
said. I don't keep anything from anyone, but
you keep
I've
a
already
lot there.
gotten things in trouble. I've already
That's
doxed
true.
Daddy
You already
before.
doxed Daddy,
and
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
there you
I
go.
don't want to. Don't get me in trouble, man.
I will have an update.
Don't make me look
next
dumb in front of the smart people.
Thursday.
Too late, Steve. All right, Addie. This was, I think, one of your best science segments, even though it was really depressing. And
Yeah.
but I think
now.
we can turn that into inspiration and hope. Seize the day, kids.
Seize the day, and I'll have an update on other things possibly next Thursday if you want
I'm
it.
excited for this. All right. Thank you, Dr. Eddie. Appreciate it.
Anytime, boys.
We need some. That's another show.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that's not me. Don't. Yeah. Not my bit.
Yeah. Okay. You're there? Are you there?
I'm here. I'm here. You froze for a second. I hope it's not me though.
Oh, you froze for a second.
Okay. Should I refresh? You want me to refresh real quick?
No, you're good. You're totally good now. All right, let's do some confessions.
Yes.
Oh, we got some super chats.
Hold
on. Let me. First of all, thank you again to Kingsport Cal for gifting 5 channel memberships. Laserbolt, $5 for Science. Make sure you subscribe to Laserbolt's channel, Laserbolt Vids. He's got his Friday night flights. It's really relaxing. I think Laserbolt's got one of the nicest voices in the business. He's very. Have you heard Laserbolt talk?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's very relaxing. Jay Seeds here. This is for Buzzballs and more science. Pee fast. Sometimes I pee fast with too many beers. I love that. That's kind of wordplay. And I normally would ban Jay Seed from this channel, but I think it works. I think that really worked. And thank you for that Jeff super chat. We are going to do some Buzzballs again. Not this Saturday because I'm out of town on Saturday. Ingvia. Ingvia, I had lunch with Dorina today. I should have brought up your name and said, tell me how to say it correctly. Ken's B-Day month gift. My FedEx name is Inhibia.
You're still not going to get it right. He's literally sounding it out for you, and you're still not going to get it right.
Inhibia. So I'm saying Ingvia because I'll tell you why.
Yeah, because of course you are. Quesadilla.
Because of Detroit Tiger player Brandon Inge.
Ah, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, but
Brandon Inge.
Okay.
How was Brandon Inge?
I'm pretty sure Brandon Inge was also like whiter than.
Yeah, Brandon Inge. INGE was his name.
Dude, holy hell. He looks like Rory McIlroy. Like
he does. So when I see that, I see Brandon Ingvia. Inhibia. That makes sense to me. Inhibia.
I still don't think you're saying it right.
Inhibia. I'll get to. By the way, every time Dorina and I go to lunch, we go to get Mexican food, and of course she speaks Spanish, and the wait staff comes up and they speak Spanish to each other, and then she has to order for me. It's the greatest.
Oh, that's adorable.
It's the greatest thing.
That's adorable.
They say things to me, and they know. They look at this.
And you just smile and nod.
They know.
You're just going.
They know. I'm like the alien in Men in Black, the opening sequence. We're like, yeah, and he's like, oh yeah, tell me what you're talking about. And so she's like, did you want enchiladas? I'm like, yeah, enchiladas. Thank you. God bless Dorina.
That's amazing.
All right. I do apologize. Tonight is. I can't stress it. If I sometimes turn to the left too far, my neck feels like someone stabbed it. And so sometimes you might see me kind of react because that's what's been going on for 2 weeks. And it's not fun. But there's nothing I can really do right now at this point. Okay. What are we going to do, Steve? We do confessions? Jared, I remember Jared's game. Jared has a little rock and roll game. Did you have the photos, Jared?
I have the photos. I can put them in the thing if you want to do it tonight. I have them. I got them on my Discord.
All right, but let's take. Anyone got a confession? Jared has a confession, so let's bring in Jared. We don't even need to do music tonight because
You're really on vacation.
I'm really.
We'll put it in the can. It's fine.
I got to tell you, I'm really uncomfortable. Like my neck is pulsating with pain. So okay. But like Michael Jordan's flu game, we're going. Oh, we are doing it. All right, Steve wants to. We're doing a confession,
right? Are we doing? I mean, if
I said we're not going to do the graphics, but too late. We're here. We're here.
Oh, okay, fine.
No,
I thought you said we weren't doing the. Okay, fine.
We're here.
Christ.
All right, let me get the freaking music. Let me get the music.
I'll go pay the organist. Hold on.
Get it going. There we go.
Good. Okay, solid.
Son Jared, you're here.
Yeah.
Father Steve and Father Ken are here to take your confessions of your sins. What's on your mind tonight?
as excuse me, I'm trying now because of my stonedness. I'm like, shit, did I already bring this one up? But fuck it, we're doing it live. Listen,
what's with your throat? I need to know what's with the throat. Are you okay?
I'm always okay. My lungs work at 17%. Don't you mind nothing.
Okay.
You always feel like you're dying. You're talking to a man who at 40 years old has already had 2 heart attacks. So,
what? Wait a minute. You've never said that. Has he said that, Steve? Jared, you've never said you've had 2 heart attacks.
Yeah. I blame one on the ex-wife.
Go get you.
What? Okay. I want to know more about that another time. By the way, I'm not doubting you. I never heard that.
You never asked.
Look at that, Steve. He's like, oh, you never asked about my knees.
Hey, how many heart attacks have you had? Like, who does that?
How am I supposed to consider that you went from to 2 heart attacks? How do I know?
Also a HIPAA violation. Plus, we know why he's coughing because he's high as balls. Like it's copious amounts of marijuana. That's what makes him. That's what makes him cough. There's no secret.
Well, keeps me from killing the world.
Okay.
So, was I a bad boy, gentlemen?
Please.
I bought you. Convinced me to buy that guitar off the Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
Message said, gentleman, talked him down to a much cheaper price than should have been paid for. And as I was driving there, I brought extra money because I was actually kind of feeling bad. I'm like, this product is worth at least a couple of more Benjamin Franklins than what I'm paying for, and I kind of feel bad for maybe taking advantage of a nice old man. But then I pulled into the driveway of this gentleman's house, big rich white boy house with a big ass Trump flag on the garage, and I all of a sudden did not feel bad and almost wanted to try to even more negotiate lower pricing.
You tried to go the other way.
So, and was I a bad boy for not all of a sudden feeling bad by the presence of a racist flag?
No. Wait, no, what? No. Did you make money off of him?
No. I saved money off of him.
You saved, but that's kind of making money.
Yeah.
No, I think you're completely. I think you should be lauded for not setting fire to his yard. I think you
took
did
his tail light.
Yeah, you were able. You showed true. What's the word I'm looking for, Steve? You showed true patience and understanding. Restraint. That's the word. That's the goddamn word. No sin, says Brady.
Years in security, and of course you don't know the word restraint.
It's
I shouldn't have done that joke today. You weren't. Today wasn't the day for that joke. I'm sorry, Ken.
Look,
tonight wasn't the night.
You throw one hot cup of coffee on someone you're fighting with in a stairwell intentionally. You literally take the lid off and dump it on them and burn them. And suddenly Steve's saying, you're not showing restraint.
You're playing hurt. You're playing hurt. We appreciate you.
You're doing a great job. We love our Ken.
Jared, I don't think. I think this is how much. So how much money did you save?
About $200.
So I think take $200. Take maybe 40 of that $200, donate it to some anti-MAGA cause, and I think you're completely absolved of any sin. But I don't think you've sinned at all. All right, that's it.
Sounds good. So, do you want to play the game this week or next week?
We'll do it let's do it next week.
We'll
have
it
it ready
next
for
week.
next week.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it next week. Maybe whenever. I am. I'm
I don't know.
I'm in trouble and I did the plan today.
Yeah, it almost would have been funny though with Ken in this sorry state of mind and just the weirder answers that probably would have came out of it. But no, we'll wait till a healthy Ken is pitching.
Okay.
Now we're laughing at your pain, Ken, not with you.
I'm laughing too because it the things that hurt it are really disappointing. That's all I'll say. Things. There's a lot of fun acts I can't do, or things I can't experience right now, and it's really it's really bad. Kyle Harlow says I'm on the 15-day. Well, Kyle Harlow says 15-day DL. We have gotten rid of the term DL.
We don't. Yeah. You know what? I'm actually kind of surprised Trump hasn't brought back the DL. Let's. You keep disappearing.
He's gonna. He's gonna do that. That's gonna be one on his final. If he makes it to the, God help us if he goes the distance here. But yeah, that's gonna be executive order. The Major League Baseball must reinstate the disabled list, and he'll say it proudly. Yes.
And the kickoff rule. He'll do that, and he'll fix He'll bring the kickoff rule back.
I do love randomly in chat though. Cal calling me racially questionable. I don't know. I feel like I look pretty mayonnaise white as it goes.
What makes you racially
questionable?
I don't know. He says, I think he was referring to the Trump guy not liking me. It's like, I don't know.
Okay, so he says, Jared, you are bisexual and racially questionable. Chances are the guy didn't like you. Probably true. I really would love to know. Cal, call in and tell us what the definition of racially questionable. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot
I don't even know where. I'll touch it. I'll touch it with Cal. I don't know what it means.
Cal can
racially questionable. I mean, if it's one of those like racially or ethnic ambiguous type of things, I can be cast as this and that. But I've seen Jared. The only problem with Jared is you might think he is at certain rallies in the South, but with that beard, that's the only thing I think.
Yeah. And then I show up with my Biceratops shirt and
the first time I saw Jared, I thought he was one of the dudes who played in the opening scene to Bad Boys 2 where they bust the KKK rally. That's exactly what I thought. Yeah.
Oh, one time Ken misheard and thought somebody was like, he's got his Power Ranger sword behind him, and Ken was like, a white power sword. Hang on.
Because he was the white Power Ranger. Yeah, white power sword. Yeah, okay. All right. Jared, thank you for calling. We will do. You have your game. We're going to play the game. I totally remember it.
No worries. That's okay, brother. We'll see you next week. Stay safe, guys.
There you go. All right. What do we got? Addie has a preemptive confession.
She's asking for permission instead of forgiveness, it sounds like. That's not how confessions work.
Okay, let's bring Addie back in here. By the way, out there, you all can call in if you're a channel member or Patreon supporter at patreon.com/Napzok. Get in here. I'm trying to up my Patreons by five pledges. That'd be great. Addie, does this have anything to do with the update you're going to give us?
No, it does not.
Bummer.
I'm sorry. I'm holding that one close to the vest, boys. I'm not going to talk about things until they happen.
That's smart.
I am going to an event tomorrow night, unrelated.
Friday night.
And as you all know, I rolled my ankle a few weeks ago. It's getting better.
Okay.
My standard practice this week has been I wear the brace when I'm going places, but I'm not using my cane.
I see where this is going.
The cane's off. Okay.
She's wondering if she should milk it for another day. I know exactly where this is going. Go ahead, Addie. Say it.
Say it, Addie.
Say it. Go ahead.
So that I get a good seat and don't have to wait as long as a line.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The world's unfair. As you said in your science segment tonight. In your science segment tonight, you're dying. You're dying because of the work you do. The passion you have for chemical science is killing you. You should take advantage of it. Bring that cane. In fact, I think you should invent a limp. Maybe a hunch.
Okay. The brace already gives me a little bit of a limp because I can't fully flex my ankle.
Then hunch down. Hunch down.
That's so offensive.
Is it offensive, Steve, or are we just trying to get a win for Addie?
So ableist. It's so ableist, Ken.
It's bad, yeah. But what are we gonna do? The world's ending. No,
she has a threat. Like, it's one of those things. Like, she doesn't stop while you're ahead kind of thing. You have the ankle, play the ankle. Are temporary handicap spots a thing? Because that would be kind of great. Like, hey, I'm hurt. Can I have it? Yeah. So there you go. Get one of those, because that's what it's all about. Parking is like my whole thing. If you can't do the whole public transportation thing like Brady, I won't go anywhere if I can't do parking.
Yeah, Steve is judging me, but he would do the same thing. He'd hunch over and speak with some sort of accent from some medieval play. I can't get in. Just to get good parking.
My daughter has been anywhere between the ages of 6 months and 3 years old at any given time, depending on the loophole that she can.
Absolutely.
Depending on the loophole that whether it's the Mexican restaurant free kids meal or whatever, it's cutting a line, whatever.
That's what you should do. Addie, no sin. In fact, we want to report back on how much you committed to the bit. I have a friend. Occasionally pops up in chat. I have a friend. True story. Went to an event, rented a wheelchair, and had his girlfriend push him around in the wheelchair and said he was an injured vet, and he got free beer the whole event. And it's 100% confirmed true story. Sometimes we got to do things. Steve.
I'm just going to a book signing, but...
Oh, wow. I thought you were going to like a concert.
Same. I thought it was a concert. I thought you were going to
a concert. You going to a book signing?
Oh my god!
On a Friday night, Addie, come on now.
See, I was gonna say, Ken, when she first started that story, she said it wasn't related to the update next week. I was like, well, hold on now, it's Friday night. Like, don't rule it out.
Right.
But now I can say, you know what?
No, you know what? Yeah. Honestly, I like this for Addie's dating chances.
Yeah.
A book signing on a Friday night.
Okay.
She might find some suitors. I actually think this is good. Actually, Addie, this is good.
I'm worried about the number of actual eligible. I just think there's going to be a lot of other Addies there is what I'm getting at. You know what I mean? Not a lot of Andrews, if you know what I mean.
Oh, there's definitely going to be a lot of Addies and not a lot of Andrews.
That's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
Time to go for some Addies. All right.
If you're into some Addies, that's totally fine. I'm just saying, if Andrews are your thing, I don't know if the book signing is. Look, man.
Yep.
Our country could use more dudes going to book signings, Ken, but that's not what
probably
Aiden Ross and
I gotta be honest.
Tater preaching.
Yeah. Depends on the books. Depends on the authors. Laserbolt says the introvet thing is a bit too much. I don't disagree with you, but my friend did it. His girlfriend confirmed it to us. At one point, she walked away because she was like disgusted, and he was in the line, and like he started wheeling back to her over like grass, and everyone like helped him and got him more beer, and she like went back to the car. It's a 100% true story.
That's horrifying.
He was also in pro wrestling, so it tracks. And I love him. All right, Addie, let us know how it goes.
Of course, boys. Of course.
Good luck, Addie.
All right, there it is. Our confessions have ended, and we're going to end this show soon, but we got a very important call coming in here because we're going to find out what the hell we mean by racially. What was it? Racially. What now?
Racially challenged?
Racially questionable.
Racially questionable. Kingsport Cal's here. You accused Jared the Tide Pilot of being racially questionable. Please explain this.
Well, this ties into something else I was thinking about. But anyway, no, I don't know Jared's race. I don't think he's ever said it. And I mean, he doesn't need to disclose that information to me or to anybody else here.
That's good. That's fair.
That's totally fair. But I'm just saying, he looks as though, to me, from the video of Jared, he looks like he's mixed. I think he might have mentioned something about that before.
Okay, let's hold on.
I'm not sure.
Let's bring Jared. Let's bring in Jared in. Jared.
The worst episode of Maury ever.
What
race are you?
Jared, when you fill out a demographic survey, what do you fill out?
A citizen? Are you a anyway, never mind.
Jared,
I'm very white.
You're very white.
French, Canadian, Scottish.
Oh my gosh, he's whiter than white. If you added some Swedish or Norwegian in there, we'd be
well. The thing is, Jared, you have a skin tone that seems like it's questionable skin tone. That's the only thing. I'm not doing anything different than white people do to me for being black and Indian.
Don't put what white people do to you on me and Ken, Cal. That's not fair.
I'm not
serious. This is true.
I know it's true. You successfully explained that they judge your grocery cart contents.
Yes.
I'm accepting that as systematic racism. I just, having seen Jared, I don't quite know where you go. I think you're confusing the beard. I think you've got beard bias.
No, it's
probably the squinty eyes. It's the stone squinty eyes throw him off.
I mean, Jared's going right. Luckily, he doesn't have an entertainment career to worry about. Okay.
This is the thing is, there's a thing, as I'm sure you and Steve are aware of colorism in black people with light skin tones and dark skin tones and red bones and all this stuff.
Sure.
And I get a lot of that because I am black and Cherokee. So
you're black.
Yes, I am black, Steve. I'm sure that's devastating. But yes, it's a real thing. And so when you see skin tones, especially being in this type of culture, when you see skin tones, you tend to try to think if they're mixed or not. And this ties kind of into which I've always thought, Jared, just to say, from the sound of your voice and the skin tone and the way you act, I always thought you were mixed with something.
No, I'm not that cool.
This is fantastic.
I thought you were hip.
This is fantastic. Brady says he's just spicy white.
I guess so. I guess that's what the kids are calling it. But to me, I'm like, that dude's mixed. That dude is mixed somehow, and that's
So
why.
does this mean I have an invite to the cookout, Cal?
I think you're going to the cookout.
you almost every.
What do you think he's mixed with, Cal?
That's what I want to know. I mean, it's hard to tell these days.
I almost don't want you to answer.
Come on. I kind of wanted to know.
I was afraid to answer because I do not want to offend Jared.
Oh, but, you won't, Cal. There's nothing you could do to offend me. That's how white I am.
You will only offend the culture that you guess. That's all. It's fine.
Yeah. You don't need to guess, Cal. this is fascinating, and I'm glad we worked this out tonight. Racially questionable.
That is a great phrase.
This is a thing. I mean, especially now with America. I mean, what America's supposed to be, a melting pot. We're all supposed to get along, whatever. Yeah. The way it is now, it's hard to say. Like back in the day, you'd be like, oh, well, that person's mixed with Asian, that person's white and Asian, that person's black and Asian, that person's black and white, like my daughter, which is I'm trying to say. I think I brought this up before, but do I get, everybody wants to have their black card. Do I get a white card because my daughter is mixed? I get white?
Yes.
Because I fornicated with the white race.
Hold on. White card.
You're invited to brunch, Cal.
Listen. Yeah, you're invited to brunch. That's amazing.
You're invited to the cotillion.
Listen, I'm Italian American, so my people have only been white for like 50 years. So we're kind of new to the club. We're not really like OGs. Yeah. But there's a difference.
We found
between
other people to persecute. We're done.
Right, exactly. So we kind of snuck on in there. So it worked out.
Well, I do want to tell you, Steve, that some Italian Americans are descendants from the old country and they have darker skin.
Yes, yeah. I know. I know.
This goes into what I'm talking about, to where it's racially questionable.
So what you're saying is all white people look the same, Cal.
I think. Okay, I think I'm hung up. I think I'm hung up on the use of the word questionable, where ambiguous makes more sense to me.
Okay. Let's use the word ambiguous.
I'm not suggesting that questionable is like offensive.
See, here we go. Another white man telling a black man how to do it.
It's true. It's true. It's true. I just it sounds more nefarious when you say, "Oh, you're racially questionable." I don't know what that means. It just doesn't seem right.
I've been called a lot worse than racially questionable growing up in East Tennessee. Just let that out there, just so you know.
We know
it was rather nice.
I've been to East Tennessee. Great place.
I know you have.
You know, I don't trust all those smiles. So I'll just say that. A lot of people love Dukes of Hazzard out there.
Well, Ken, I will tell you, there's a thing here that's been happening lately where a lot of even before what's happening a lot now. I'm just telling you, a lot of people from California are moving to Tennessee. I'm not trying to get you to move to Tennessee. I'm just saying.
I'm not going to move.
It's been. I know you're not, and I do not blame you for it. I do blame you for it because the cost of living is so low here, and you complain about the cost of living where you're at so much that if you came to Tennessee, you would be shocked. But anyway,
I mean,
that's part of the reason why a lot of people are moving.
What's the rent there? Let me look up on Zillow. You keep talking. I'm gonna look up Johnson City, Tennessee.
Well, go ahead and check it out. I think it's around.
I'm gonna guess the average rent in Johnson City, Tennessee, is $2,000.
No, it's not. My brother, who lives in Johnson City, my older brother, who will not live down here for rent free because this house we own. He pays, I think it's like $900 a month. But before that, for his rent for an apartment, okay? And before that, before COVID, his mother bullshit happened, he was paying like $500. But he lives in a house divided into 3 apartments, and he pays $900 now. But that's because new owners took it over. But before that, he was paying like $500. But that's rent for an apartment. I don't know how much
my first apartment 15 years ago was $500.
Damn it. My very first apartment that I ever had when I was 17
Steve control this.
was $250.
Control. They're just
Wait a
they're
minute.
just crazy.
Wait a
people.
minute. No, it's not crazy
throw me
people.
in
This
with
is real
Cal.
life. No, I'm telling you. And when I was 17, so that was like 1999, close to 2000. I paid $250, and that included electricity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it looks like on average, there's some big, if I want to like a house or something, a little more. But if average apartments here are 3 times cheaper than my rent now.
See?
Okay.
But
how close is the 7-Eleven to?
Yeah, we don't have that
apartment?
many.
We don't have that many. Yeah.
We don't have that many. And
now you have to factor
Ken
in
wouldn't
commute
like
costs.
it. He would have to
You know
question
what average
everybody
rent
he
in
meets.
Boston is right now, Ken?
What's that?
$3,500.
Oh my God.
That is what I am at. So yes.
See, I could not imagine that type of world.
All right.
You know what
Maybe
I mean?
you know what? Maybe I am moving to Tennessee.
No.
Maybe I am.
Well,
I mean, doesn't Alex and Malik
things remote.
Damon always try to get people to move to Georgia because it's so cheap? They bought a house on YouTube money.
Yeah, but I don't know. But then I have to live in Georgia, in Atlanta. That's
But
that's
I've
the thing.
told you this numerous times, Ken, throughout the years
Yes,
of the
yes,
bladder
yeah.
being around. I've told you about the prices in Tennessee and how much you would fare better here. But I don't think you're living I can't think of the word, but I don't think it would be great for you to live here because you'd be kind
calling
of
you a house
miserable.
cat.
Even though it'd be no, I'm talking about the culture. Even though it would be cheaper for you to be here, I don't think you would find your people or find your
I might go to
way.
Nashville. I might go to Nashville.
Nashville would be better. Nashville, just
Stuck,
avoid Memphis, but
Stuck
Nashville
Haley
would be
Williams.
better.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Cal. You answered some questions. I got to go.
I know you got to go, but I do want to tell you, Steve, I have a friend called Josh Lewis who lives in Nashville who's a comedian, and he does fairly well there. Just so you know,
Good
he
for him.
started in Johnson City. Yeah,
But
Good for him.
anyway.
Good for
Okay.
him. All right.
You
All
just
right,
need
I'll
to know
Cal,
that.
I
Steve.
appreciate it. Cal, this was enlightening.
Yeah, this
Jared,
was
thank
great.
you.
Always
Thank
stay
you.
safe, brother.
All right. I actually that was a valuable conversation. Franny likes it too. She's done with everybody. Hey, Francis,
Sorry, Franny.
calm it down. Wow, what is going on? All right, I got to pull the plug on this one because I played a little injured tonight. I'm not a hero. I'm just here for you.
Feel better, Ken.
No episode Saturday. Might do some blathering backstage and other things. Francis. But definitely back Monday. I do on Monday. Special Francis. Special guests, Marisol and Adam. Marisol McKee, Adam Collins from the Schmodown, and Champs on Film are going to be here to play Oh, I Know This. That's coming Monday. Next week at some point, Jared's got that game he created. That's it. We'll see you all next time. Bye.